Show Your Work by Austin Kleon. When I was in the process of convincing myself to do YouTube, I watched a lot of Abdaal videos, and he kept on recommending this one book, Show Your Work by Austin Kleon. So I read it and I really loved it. And in this video I would like to share the main lessons I took away from the book, so you can enjoy it too and learn from it, hopefully. So let's go. The first lesson I've learned is share what you love. And it really is as simple as it sounds. By sharing what you love, you attract people who love those same things as well. And as if kind of create your own community of people who love the things you love too. And by creating this community, it doesn't only make the journey to whatever you're trying to reach more enjoyable, but you can also learn from those people and share your own findings, which is beneficial in both ways. The next lesson I learned is how to show your work, even if you think you have nothing to show. I've made the assumption that you would need to be amazingly creative to come up with idea after idea again and again. But in his book, Austin describes the difference between creating and collecting, and that difference is not as significant as you might think. He talks about this thing artists do called dumpster diving, where basically you look through other people, their trash, in order to find the treasure. And what he's trying to say with this, or at least what I thought he was trying to say with this, is that, how cheesy it might sound, everyone is different, not only in appearance, but we also differ in taste. And this makes us all great dumpster divers, because something I might see as treasure, you see as trash, or vice versa. And when you look through other people's trash with this perception, you might find yourself some real gems. And you also got to keep in mind that dumpster diving is different for everybody. So there's a really small chance that you will find the exact same perception or joke or takeaway from something or someone, the same as the person next to you does. So feel free to share your own too. The next lesson, connecting to the previous point, is to credit the work you use. You should never forget that when using someone else's work or when addressing something that someone else inspired you to, is to always credit the work you use. For example, in my case, I was heavily inspired by, first of all, Abdaal to make this video about this book, and afterwards by Austin Kleon himself to make this video after reading the book. And also definitely check these amazing people out, and I will put some links to them in the description. Secondly, connecting to this point, don't share things you can't properly credit. Not only is this unfair to the creator of the actual work, but also the audience you're pitching it to. And to quote Austin Kleon himself, if you share the work of others, it's your duty to make sure that the creators of that work get proper credit. Next, dealing with criticism. Something you should consider when sharing online is that the more people come across your work, the more criticism you'll face. And as Rafiki said to Simba, the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it. And I think this perfectly sums up how you should think about criticism. An important point made in the book is that you should always consider who gave the feedback. Was it a troll, someone who doesn't really care about making you improve, only getting you down? Or was it the person who actually cared about you and is helping you to improve? And once you've considered which it was, then you can choose whether you want to do something with the feedback or not. Last point, there's a big difference between sharing and oversharing. Certainly one of the most important is the difference between sharing and oversharing, because there is. You shouldn't hesitate to take some time to think about whether you want to share the thing you're going to share or not. Because once your idea hits the internet, it will be there for a while. And while some would say that's the beauty of it, while it maybe is, you're gotta be careful with it too. A great tip from Austin Kleon is to let the work sit for 24 hours and then look at it with fresh eyes if you're still unsure or ready to share it or not. And then make a decision for yourself. And to end the video with 2 additional short lessons that motivated me to actually pursue YouTube. You can't count on success, you can only leave open the possibility for it. and be ready to jump on and take the ride when it comes for you. The people who get what they are after are often the ones who just stick around long enough. A big thanks to Austin Kleon, and make sure you give this book a read. It will only take you about an hour if you really want to. And also, of course, Abdaal for recommending this book. I'm Casper de Vries. Thanks for watching.